Hey guys, happy Sunday. I hope you're ready to get some moves on with Mr. Levi. Here we go.
Good morning, Fellowship kids. It's me, Mr. Levi. I'm so excited to be with you guys this morning. We're going to do some worship. We're going to do 2 songs. The first song we're going to do is called He's Got the Whole World in His Hands. And this song is super fun, guys, because we get this visual of God holding us in His hands. He is in control. He is all-powerful, and there's nothing more powerful than Him. And we know that we're going to sing about how He's got the whole world in His hands, how He's got the wind and the rain in His hands, how He's in control of everything, and everything answers to Him because He is the creator of all. And I've got a couple extra little lines that we can do, a couple other extra verses that I came up with myself. So, you guys know this one. This will be fun. He's got the whole world in His hands. 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 Now the wind and the rain. He's got the wind and the rain in His hands. He's got the wind and the rain in His hands. He's got the wind and the rain in His hands. He's got the whole world in His hands. Now we're going to do Fellowship Nashville. He's got Fellowship Nashville in His hands. He's got Fellowship Nashville in His hands. He's got Fellowship Nashville in His hands. He's got the whole world in His hands. Now Fellowship Kids. He's got Fellowship Kids in His hands. He's got Fellowship Kids in His hands. He's got Fellowship Kids in His hands. He's got the whole world in His hands. One more world, guys. He's got the whole world in His hands. 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 Guys, that was so much fun. I love that song. Guys, like I said earlier, God's got the whole world in His hands. He's got the wind and the rain. Everything answers to Him because He's the creator of all of it. How amazing is that? That's such good news. All right. We're going to do another song. This song we actually haven't done yet, but this is one of my favorite songs. You guys might have sung this in church a couple times. This one doesn't have any hand motions, but it is a beautiful, beautiful song that I really love, and I just wanted to sing it for you guys today. It's called How He Loves. You guys know this one. A lot of you guys do. Like a hurricane, I am a tree bending beneath the weight of His wind and mercy. But all of a sudden, I am unaware of these afflictions eclipsed by glory, and I realize just how beautiful You are and how great Your affections love this song, guys. It's so good. One more verse, guys. Yeah, he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves. One more time, guys. Yeah, he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves. Guys, that song is amazing. Guys, do you guys believe that the Lord loves you? He does. He loves you more than you can possibly imagine. He loves you so much. My favorite line, I think, in that whole song is it says, if grace is an ocean, we're all sinking. Guys, the Lord lavishes us with grace. We have so much grace and mercy. He loves us so much. He gives us second chances. And he loves us so much, he sent his son to die for us. That's true, guys. Jesus died on the cross for us. We should have died. We are the sinners. We should have died. But Jesus took our place so that we can have a relationship with God. How amazing is that? Oh, thank you guys for singing. That is one of my favorite songs to sing. It's one of my favorite songs to play. Thank you guys for listening. I love you guys. Ooh, real quick. Shout out to Lily and Mary Catherine Rankin for sending me some beautiful pictures. Look at that. Look at that. It's me. Look how wonderful that is. And then another one. Look at it's me on my ukulele. Look how wonderful that is. Thank you, girls. I love you. This meant the world to me when I got it. I love pictures. You know I love pictures. Expect these to be on the wall. You'll see them from now on. I love it. I love you guys. Keep washing those hands, Fellowship kids. You guys are doing an amazing, amazing job. And I will see you guys so soon. Love you guys. Bye.
King Ahasuerus was the king of Persia. Many years earlier, when Cyrus was king, he sent some of God's people back to Judah to rebuild the temple in Jerusalem. Some of God's people stayed in Persia. God's people were called Jews because they were from Judah. The king of Persia chose Esther to be his queen. Esther didn't tell the king that she was a Jew. One day, Mordecai heard that Haman, an important leader who worked for the king, was planning to kill all the Jews. Mordecai was upset. He was a Jew. He didn't want all the people he loved to be killed. Mordecai and all the Jews cried. Esther didn't know what was wrong. She sent a messenger to ask Mordecai why all the Jews were upset. Mordecai told Esther about Haman's evil plan. You have to do something, Mordecai said. Ask the king to stop Haman. Ask him to save the Jewish people. Esther sent a message back to Mordecai. No one can approach the king unless the king calls for that person first, Esther said. The punishment is death. Unless the king holds out his scepter, then you may live. You're a Jew, Mordecai said. If you don't stop Haman, he will kill you too. Maybe this is why you are the queen. Maybe God put Esther in the palace to save her people. Esther asked Mordecai and the Jews to fast for 3 days. Then Esther would go to the king, even if it meant she might die. On the 3rd day, Esther went to the king. He saw Esther and held out his golden scepter. What is it, Queen Esther? The king asked. What do you want to ask me? I'll give you anything, up to half of my kingdom. Esther said, Would you and Haman come to a feast today? So Haman and the king went to Esther's feast. After eating, the king said, What do you want, Queen Esther? I'll give you anything, up to half of my kingdom. Come to my feast tomorrow, Esther said. The king agreed. The next day, Haman and the king went to Esther's feast. After eating, the king said, What do you want, Queen Esther? I'll give you anything, up to half my kingdom. Esther spoke up. "There is a plan to kill me and my people." The king replied, "Who is responsible for this plan?" "This evil enemy, Haman," Esther said. The king was angry. He punished Haman and made a law to keep the Jewish people safe from their enemies. God was in control over Haman's evil plan to destroy the Jews. Like Haman, Satan wants to ruin God's plan and destroy believers. Satan thought he had won when Jesus died on the cross, but God raised Jesus from the dead and defeated Satan once and for all. All who believe in Jesus are rescued from sin and death.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed the story of Esther this week. I love this story. It's so neat to see how God used Esther in such a perfect time and had her in the perfect place to save his people. It's really wonderful that she was given the opportunity to be used by God in that way because she obeyed him. And when we obey God, he puts us in time and in places and with people that we are going to influence. And our job is to listen to his spirit and to be the light in the world for him. Guys, I know you can be the light. I've seen you. I've seen your joy, and I've seen the fruits of the Spirit that you guys have at church. And I'm excited to hear about more stories of that happening in this crazy season. I miss you guys. See you soon.